What's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're getting back to work on the Civic. We have a bunch of parts that we've received recently, so we're just going to get straight into it and start installing these parts. And one of the first things we're going to start working on is the breather box. So as you can see, I have a nice little breather box that's mounted in the factory battery location. I've already made the one hose that goes to the block for the breather. So today I'm actually going to make the hoses that connect to the valve cover. So what we need to do is remove the valve cover, drill a couple holes, weld some bungs, and then make the lines that go to the breather box. So that's going to be our first project for the day. So here's the valve cover off the vehicle, and if you look on the inside, you'll notice that there's a baffle for the factory breather system, which is that nipple right there. The purpose of this baffle is to separate the oil from the crankcase pressure. So when you weld in the new bungs, you want to incorporate this baffle, because let's say if you drilled and welded in some bungs in this area, you're going to be blowing out a lot of oil into your breather system, which is not a good thing. So the ideal location for the new bungs is in this general area. So I'm planning on drilling a hole here, and then welding in some new bungs. So let's get to it. Well, it's been a good minute since I've done any aluminum welding, but I would have to say it didn't turn out too bad, especially with this being cast aluminum, which tends to be a little bit harder. So I actually have 3 open ports on that breather box to use up. So these two takes care of 2 of them, but I'm planning on taking this extra fitting I have and seeing if I could press it over the existing breather tube, and so I could use up that 3rd and final port. So let's see if I could get it to work. Got the valve cover installed along with the intake manifold and a piece of aluminum piping to act as the intercooler piping. That way when I start running the lines, I know how to route them so it won't interfere with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting some lines. Got the lines all ran, looking really clean. Got some zip ties in place to keep them nice and tight. And then also just a word of advice. If you notice that profile, it's pretty darn close to the hood. It's not touching, but it's really close. So just keep that in mind if you plan to tackle a job like this in the future. Just make sure those fittings aren't sticking straight up. Then you'll definitely have interference with the hood. So, but now that this is done, I'm gonna go ahead and move along to the next project. So next, we're actually going to be coating all the exhaust components. I ended up picking up some Cerakote. This is their burnt bronze color. This is some ceramic coating that's good up to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit. And it doesn't take any heat treatment. You could just spray it at home and let it dry and you're good to go. So this is going to achieve several things. It's going to reduce underhood temps. It's going to keep all that exhaust energy in the exhaust to help spool up the turbo. It's going to reduce any chances of rust building up on these iron components, and it's just going to look pretty damn rad. So I'm going to go ahead and clean these parts, prep them, and then get spraying. Just got done spraying and this color turned out awesome. I'm not sure if it shows up as well on camera as it does in person, but this burnt bronze, I tell you, it's something else. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to let it dry for about 24 hours before I can put it back on the car. But for you guys, that's only gonna be a couple seconds. So you guys ready to check it out? Well, here it is. This coating turned out great. Between that and the new breather box, this engine bay is looking pretty rad. The only thing I would change though are the spark plug wires. The blue just doesn't go with it, but that's going to be an easy fix. But I'm getting pretty damn close to getting this thing up and running. But for an add-on bonus to this video, I went ahead and installed the front mount intercooler because the next video I'm actually going to be tackling the intercooler piping. But yeah. So before I end this video, I do have an announcement to make. I took the advice of some friends and I recently started a Patreon because, as you guys are aware, this channel is pretty small, so I don't collect any ad revenue off of any of the videos I make. So if you feel like supporting this channel beyond subscribing and hitting that like button, please consider joining my Patreon. I'll put a link down in the description. It was either that or starting an OnlyFans account. I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to see that. So as always, I appreciate you guys checking out these videos, and I'll see you next time.